I am the NightMan. This is my story. Many words have been used to describe me over the years. The criminal, the vigilante, hero, savior. The only one that's accurate is brother. I grew up with my twin brother Joe in a quaint little fishing village called Haven. We were raised by our mother named Faye. She was the town librarian. I got my love of literature from her. I would go to the library at dawn and stay until after sunset reading anything I could get my hands on. My passion was science, as was singing. Joe and I both had voices of gold, we were told. At times we would stand at the town center and sing for hours as townsfolk looked on. Joe was not happy with singing, however. His heart was at the sea. Our father was a sailor. Joe would listen to the stories our father told of pirates and bandits. For as long as father told them, he grew fascinated with the myths and legends from the sea. One day father set sail and never returned. He was presumed dead. We were all devastated, but no one more so than Joe. He never believed that father had perished and vowed someday to find him. Time passed. I stayed true to my love of science. I gathered any knowledge I could of the mysterious dust called redstone. Substance powered our world. I gathered enough dust over the years to make rudimentary devices. I studied it, learned from it, and eventually became proficient in using it. One fateful day, however, Joe had acquired enough gunpowder to craft a single piece of TNT. He was so excited and proud of himself he wanted to show me what he had done. Little did Joe realize that redstone would ignite the TNT. The resulting explosion, we were told, should have killed us both. I was worse off than Joe, but neither of us came out unscathed. Joe lost his left eye, as did I. However, he still had his golden voice that he did not appreciate. Mine was gone forever. I was angry. I lashed out at my brother, eventually to the point that I made him leave our village forever. I was so angry with him that I never wanted to see him again. At the tender age of 12, Joe left the village of Haven, never to return. Mother was angry with me for sending him away at such a young age, but I did not care. My rage fueled me. Eventually, I too left home. Tired of my mother telling me that everything would be fine. My dreams shattered. My voice gone. My face disfigured. I lived on the outskirts of town for a time. Children would laugh and point at ugly Bart. Eventually, I only came out at night. I would gather what I needed and return to my home before the dawn. I became adept at defending myself against the monsters, and soon got the nickname of the NightMan. Bad news came sometime later. Mother had been attacked by zombies and had become infected. The village priest was able to cure her, but she was never the same. She recognized nobody she knew. She had become a simpleton and was soon sent to an asylum with others of her kind. I was alone. No family, no friends, no life. I left the village of Haven. For many years, I bounced from town to town, learning anything I could about science and technology and fighting from anyone who could teach me. Along my travels, I learned the value of taking care of myself. Eat right, protect the land, do what's right. And after a number of years, my thoughts returned to my brother. More so every day, I began to think of, was he alive? Was he okay? Soon the thoughts nagged on me and I could ignore them no longer, so I began to search for him. I caught up with him in a distant land. I watched him from afar as he built a nice little life for himself, but he was alone. No friends except for a few pets. He was happy on the outside, but I knew his heart ached for friendship. I could not bring myself to interfere in his life as much as I had wanted to. One day while working in his garden, Joe stumbled upon a chest. He seemed very excited about what he'd found. I was curious. However, I waited until nightfall to investigate. As it turned out, he had discovered an old sea legend our father once told us about traveling to distant lands.
I found this. Okay. And it's a book. Pay no attention to that, just said Joe the Pirate on that. And I'm gonna do this in my best piratey voice. You ready? Okay. Captain's log, Ender Princess, Day 1. Today we set sail for lands unknown and riches to be plundered. New crew, look sharp and quick at task. All we ask is good wind at our backs and calm seas. Tonight cooked tales of scrambled sausage for our meal. Have a craving for it, I do. Whatever the hell that is. Here's the good part. Day 487 at sea. If ye be brave enough, let ye set sail into the rise of the eclipse moon. There ye be taken by dark magic to a land of adventure and riches, and back by the same course. The crew of the Ender Princess and I are going back. So they've been there. Yeah. Follow if ye dare. Rewarded ye will be. Captain H. bloXCentric, pirate vessel Ender Princess. And that's it. I'm doing it. Sail into an eclipse moon.
A few nights later, Joe jumped into his boat. I followed. We were transported to the once beautiful village of bloXCentric. There were many interesting people to meet, and Joe took great pleasure in making many new friends. Young and old, male, female, smart, and not so smart. He lived with these people for quite some time before the plague. The plague is to this day yet unexplained. No cause, no cure. The only way to save yourself from it is to escape its reach. It soon began to envelop our village, so I introduced myself to the town's mayor to offer my assistance in finding a cure. Confident in my abilities, I thought I could beat the unbeatable. I set up shop in the one place I knew I wouldn't be bothered by outside influence. The one dimension where I could be left alone. The end. I had every manner of machine and technology at my disposal, but nothing I did mattered. All evidence pointed to an evacuation as our only hope for survival. These people were going to have to leave their homes, but how? One day during a caving expedition, a group of them discovered an ancient portal. Deactive, but usable given a little work. The town's top scientists got to work right away, and within a week made the relic live again. Everyone was shuffled through the portal to an unknown location. Everyone except me. Someone had to stay behind to deactivate the device. I volunteered. I said my goodbyes again to my brother, this time on better terms. Alone, I wondered how I would get away from this plague. And then it hit me. I knew there was but one other person who hadn't made it out yet. I searched for her for months, but to no avail. And then one day a little birdie told me that she was alive and well somewhere else. I knew the time had come for me to get myself out. I knew that I dare not reactivate the portal without a plan to shut it off. So I went to my lab to do some research as fast as my machines would work. Once I received my answer, I knew it was time. I ran to gather the materials I needed as quickly as I could. The world was a shell of its former self, dark and lifeless, except for the monsters and the living plague that had taken over. It was everywhere now. I had little time, so I grabbed the first items I could find that I knew would make the portal work. I had fond memories of this place, but it was no longer safe for me. My only sustenance was the flesh of rotting creatures, and one last bucket of milk to quell the effects of the poison. I was saving that until the last possible moment, so that I could enter the portal clean and not spread the infection to my new world. I fashioned a makeshift device to deactivate the portal once I stepped through. Would it work? My calculations said it would, and science has never failed me before, so I stepped through. But to where?
Wonderful, wonderful view. What? The NightMan joined? Wait. This has to be a dream. Which dream level am I at? What? Can you punch me, please?
I can punch you. What's up, Quartz
Ow!
boy? Quartz
That
boy.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's Joe?
I don't know. He's not here anymore. He left. He left the village.
All right. So I had made it through alive, and I had found friends. My brother had left, and I had my heart set on finding him once again. I will succeed. I always succeed. I am the Nightman.